Welcome to another episode of Whiskey, Games, and Nerd Stuff. Thank you for joining. Today's episode, we are going to discuss a fun game called the Great Dalmuti, and for today's whiskey, Jonnie Walker High Rye. Hopefully everybody's having a good day today. Hope you're enjoying the channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you played this game or have had this whiskey and you like it, feel free to leave a comment. I'm going to go ahead and let it sit here for just a second before I sip it. Just want to smell it. Oh, it has such a sweet smell. So this game is an awesome game, Great Dalmuti. So this is the D&D version. I've played the regular version. This was a fantastic party game that we used to play back in the day. And one of the things that was so fun about this is you could play it with a bunch of people and actually have fun with the game. So what happens is you get a deck, you have some cards, and then you divvy out all the cards to everybody. And what's going to happen is everybody will get the card, and then the object of the game is to go out first. And how you go out is by playing sets. So what will happen is, for example, if somebody plays 3 number 12s, or in the D&D version 3 rat catchers, the person to their side would want to play something lower. So to win that particular trick, you would play 3 8s, and then if somebody would want to play 3 7s, 3 6, and so on down to 3 3s. And for in the deck, there's 12 12s, 11 11s, 10 10s, and so on down the road. So there's a bit of strategy there to it. What's fun about this game is you'll have what's called the Great Dalmuti, the Lesser Dalmuti, and in this version it's the Greater Drag and Lesser Drag. And what happens is the Greater Dalmuti actually gets an advantage because there's what's called the shakedown. And in the shakedown, the Greater Drag has to give the Great Dalmuti their 2 best cards. The Great Dalmuti gives the Greater Drag any 2 cards they want. The Lesser Dalmuti and the Lesser Drag exchange 1. But the spin we used to put it back in the day is if you were the Great Dalmuti, you could go to the next person below you in the status, the Lesser Dalmuti, and say, go get me a drink, or go make me a sandwich. And then they can turn and go down the row. And what would always end up happen is if you were the Greater Drag, or in the classic version they would call it the peon, you basically were the errand person that got everybody's drinks, everybody's food, so nobody wanted to be the Greater Peon, or in this case the Greater Drag. So you would have to, because you would have to end up going and getting everybody foods, and often once you're stuck at the bottom, you're there for a while, unless there's a revolution, and that's part of the rules, or you happen to get out before somebody else. The other spin that we put on it too is we used to have chairs, like really comfortable chairs for the Great Dalmuti, and we would work our way down. And then if you were the Greater Drag or the Greater Peon, you would end up sitting in like a little kid's chair. We've done it with hats, we've done it with all kinds of things. But this is a great party game for around up to, you can do 4 8 players is the sweet spot. But what's great about this is that each round is fairly quick. So this is one of those games that you can sit and have a few drinks, or not drink if you're not a drinker, and play and have game after game and have so much fun. I can remember so many fond nights where, you know, once somebody got to be the Greater Peon, of course, you know, if they had been ordering everybody around and they had been the Great Dalmuti for a while, so everybody suddenly gets thirsty, or everybody suddenly wants something. So it was a fantastic game. I loved it. It was so much fun. And let's go ahead and take a little sip of this now. Oh yeah. I can definitely taste a little rich toffee in there, a little hint of vanilla. That is good. And this is Jonnie Walker Blended Scotch Whiskey, the High Rye. But again, this game is the Great Dalmuti. Really enjoyed playing it. I've had so much fun over the years with this one. It's a lot of fun. The D&D version is just happened to be a version I had on hand. There is another classic version The game, if I remember right, I think I've actually seen this game at Walmart under the classic version, and I want to say it's around $10–12. You can also get it on Amazon, I'm willing to bet, but really love the game. I'd like to thank and appreciate everybody that has taken the time to watch this. The videos are slowly coming along. I'm kind of getting my footing on this, so I appreciate everybody's patience. Anybody who has any comments on how to improve these, definitely appreciate that. We do also have a website. It's whiskeygamesandnerdstuff.com. Right now it's in its infancy, but the plan is to go ahead and develop that a little bit further, doing actual written game reviews, whiskey reviews, nerd stuff reviews. Basically, if it's on the channel, the plan is to put it on there with links and all that. So please like, subscribe, check out the website, and would love to hear some suggestions on either games, whiskey, or nerd stuff that you would recommend I would talk about on the next episode. Thank you, everybody. Cheers.